News from the street, 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 4 o'clock news on the streets, 919 FM, and online Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, a hearse carrying a body bursts into flames on the North Coast Road. A 13-year-old girl is shot in Rio Claro. 18-year-old doused with hot water during an argument with a female relative. And internationally, New York City CVS manager stabbed while trying to stop a shoplifter. And now the news in detail. Just about 1 p.m. today, the body of Cyril Valentine was prematurely burned when the hearse the body was being carried in burst into flames along the North Coast Road in Maracas. The body was being taken by Denny's funeral home to be viewed in Las Cuevas today for the burial. San Juan firefighters responded to the scene and found that both attendants who accompanied the body were out of the vehicle and unharmed. Valentine died of a heart attack last week Tuesday. No cause was given for the fire. A 13-year-old girl was shot in Rio Claro on Sunday morning around 4:45. Police were told the girl was standing outside her home along Campbell Trace when she saw two men on the roadway. They were holding what appeared to be long guns. One of the men spotted the 13-year-old and pointed his gun at her and shot her. The girl told police she felt pain to the back of her head and ran into her home and secured the doors. The police and paramedics were notified and the injured girl was taken for medical treatment. Police said the girl's injury appeared to be minimal as the bullet grazed her head. The incident is believed to have stemmed from a confrontation that a relative of the teenager had with two men last week. A 71-year-old Mayaro woman defended herself against a home invasion by beating her attacker with a cheese grater on Tuesday afternoon. Police said the woman told them she was preparing dinner at her Radix Village Mayaro home at around 4:15 p.m. when she saw a man in her house holding a cutlass. The man announced the robbery as the woman called for help. As the bandit grabbed her, the woman began beating the man with a nearby cheese grater. The bandit ran away with the cutlass. An argument between two women has left one hospitalized after she was doused with hot water. The incident took place around 4 p.m. on Sunday at the family's home along Glenroy Settlement, Princestown. The victim, an 18-year-old, reportedly got into an argument with a female relative. The two shouted at one another before the suspect left. After 5 minutes later, police were told the suspect returned with a bowl of water. She allegedly threw the contents of the bowl on the 18-year-old before fleeing the scene. The victim raised an alarm and she was taken to the Princestown Hospital where she was treated before being transferred to the San Fernando General Hospital. International news, a manager of a Queens CVS was stabbed in the hand by a shoplifter who stole cough medicine and shampoo on Tuesday afternoon, police said. The 44-year-old victim was attacked after he tried to stop the thief, who was seen putting the items into a black backpack at the store on Queens Boulevard near 71st Avenue in Forest Hills at about 12:30 p.m., according to the NYPD. Police said the suspect, believed to be in his 40s, also hit the employee in the face. The bandit then fled the store on foot and was last seen heading westbound on Queens Boulevard. He made off with about $200 worth of NyQuil, Dayquil and Dove shampoo, according to the police. And that was the 4 o'clock news on the streets, 919 FM, and online Facebook and YouTube. Recapping the headlines, a hearse carrying a body bursts into flames on the North Coast Road. A 13-year-old girl is shot in Rio Claro. 18-year-old doused with hot water during an argument with a female relative, and internationally NYC CVS manager stabbed while trying to stop a shoplifter. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas. Aisha Wells, the Queen of Talk. She's already in the building, and yes, she's up next.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.